Now to a Target 12 investigators exclusive yard waste.
I hire someone, I pay them, that's it. And if they're willing to work, why should I not utilize them?
Well, because it gets messy like this. You didn't know they were
You're making it messy, not me.
Oh, I beg to differ.
After watching our video that shows town DPW employees working on a property his family recently purchased, North Providence Mayor Charles Lombardi has suspended his second in command at the DPW.
But the mayor insists the workers weren't on town time. Target 12 investigator Tim White is here now with the exclusive details.
Target 12 was working another investigation in North Providence when our camera spotted a DPW truck pull up to a private residence and town employees started doing yard work. Records show it's at a home that was purchased by the mayor and his family. Shortly after 4 p.m. on September 30th, two North Providence town employees wearing their DPW sweatshirts are spotted by Target 12 toiling away outside this multifamily home in the shadow of Town Hall. Land records show the home was recently purchased by a limited liability corporation owned by North Providence Mayor Charles Lombardi and his family.
It's you, obviously, saying hi.
This is Lombardi arriving at the property that day, greeting the workers. Then, with keys in hand, the mayor unlocks the front door and disappears inside the house. A short time later, the mayor reemerges, and with a wave, he eventually departs. The town employees continue the yard work, then walk back to the DPW truck and take off. You can see the town seal on the side of the door.
Yeah, I can't believe that.
Target 12 sat down with Mayor Lombardi in his office and showed him the video.
You know, obvious question here, Mayor. Is it appropriate to use DPW employees driving a town truck, using equipment on your property, even if it is after hours?
No.
Lombardi says he paid the workers each $50 in cash and provided Target 12 with time cards to show the workers had punched out before arriving at his property. Lombardi says he hired the workers through his second in command at the DPW, Anthony Ritchie. Lombardi says he was not aware the workers used the town truck or equipment.
I don't approve of that, and it'll never happen again. And this fella told me that he's done it before with the kids that want to work. I said, Tony, you can't do it. He said, these kids are hard workers. I said, I understand. Not with town equipment. You can't do that.
So Mr. Ritchie told you that they have previously used town equipment and town truck to do private work?
Not the truck. He said, the truck is my mistake. He said, I'll be honest with you. He said, you know, Tony's a good guy, but he's getting suspended, so I just want you to know that too.
In a phone call, Ritchie tells Target 12 DPW workers were allowed to use town equipment like leaf blowers and weed whackers on side jobs for years, but that practice is now coming to an end. Records also show Lombardi used the town's solicitor as the attorney to handle the paperwork on the purchase of the home. A Target 12 review found Lombardi has used the town's lawyer multiple times on his personal endeavors, but Lombardi insists it was never done on town time.
You're not worried about blurring the line between your private business and transactions and the public nature of your job?
I don't think it's any of the public's business what I do personally.
But you're using employees that
I just told you, no, I'm not using employees. I paid them.
But they're also employees of this town.
So in other words, because someone's an employee of this town, that means I can't hire them when they're not working?
Some people might think that's blurring
I don't care
the line.
what people think.
No, you don't worry about the optics at all.
Nope.
The same day as our interview with Lombardi, the mayor suspended Ritchie for 1 week without pay.
Why should he take the hit and not you as well? This is your family's property.
Well, because I didn't know.
Well, you were right there.
Yeah, but excuse me, it wasn't on town time.
Mm-hmm.
So why should I take a hit for it?
In our phone call, Ritchie told me the mayor was not aware the workers took the town truck and called that a mistake. He said the mayor did pay the two employees in cash for the work and has previously as well. With the Target 12 investigators, Tim White, 12 News.
New details now on a Target 12 investigators exclusive yard waste.
A DPW official in North Providence suspended after Mayor Charles Lombardi watched our video. It showed town employees using town equipment to work on a property the mayor's family recently purchased. The mayor insists the workers were not on town time.
New at 6, we're learning more about the property the mayor bought. Target 12 investigator Tim White is here with the exclusive details.
It turns out this was not the first time town equipment was used for private business. While working another investigation in North Providence, Target 12 cameras captured North Providence DPW employees working on this property, which records show is owned by Mayor Charles Lombardi and his family. In fact, Lombardi arrives on site a short time later and greets the workers. The multifamily home was purchased on May 19th for $275,000. Our video shows Lombardi leaving. The DPW workers continue the yard work, then walk back to the DPW truck and take off. You can see the town seal on the side of the door.
Yeah, I can't believe that.
Target 12 sat down with Mayor Lombardi in his office and showed him the video.
Is it appropriate to use DPW employees driving a town truck, using equipment on your property, even if it is after hours?
No.
Lombardi says he paid the workers each $50 in cash and provided Target 12 with time cards to show the workers had punched out before arriving at his property. He insists he had no idea they were using taxpayer-funded equipment or the truck and suspended his second in command at the DPW for letting it happen.
He said, hey, look, he said, Mayor, not for nothing. He said, these kids, they're good workers. He said, if I could help somebody that's a good worker make a few extra dollars, he says, yeah, Tony, that's okay. I said, but not with town equipment. You can't do that. Mm-hmm. I said, you're going to have to take a hit for this. So.
Why should he take the hit and not you as well? This is your family's property.
Well, because I didn't know.
Lombardi says the owner of the home approached him to see if the town wanted to buy it, which sits near Town Hall, but didn't.
A while went by, and the realtor called me. He said, Charlie, what are you doing? He said, why don't you buy this house? It's in nice shape. He said, you could probably make a few dollars with it. And that's where I went.
Records show Lombardi used the town's lawyer to form the company that purchased the home and finalized the sale. Lombardi insists the legal work was not done on the town's dime, and he is not concerned about blurring the lines between his public office and private matters.
And it really doesn't matter to me what anybody thinks. I know what I'm doing. In my heart, I hire someone, I pay them. That's it. And if they're willing to work, why should I not utilize them?
Well, because it gets messy like this. You didn't know they were
You're making it messy, not me.
Oh, I beg to differ.
The second in command at the DPW, Anthony Ritchie, tells Target 12 he previously allowed his employees to use town gear for side jobs, but that practice is now ending.
The fella that allowed that to happen will suffer the consequences.
But the buck stops with you ultimately, right, as mayor?
And that's why he's going to suffer the consequences.
But not you?
No.
Okay.
Lombardi tells me they are in the process of renovating the multi-family home, and he is not sure yet what the family is going to do with it. With the Target 12 investigators, Tim White, 12 News.